I go by online as Laurbubble when I created an account when I was 17, and I'm hugely regretting that now. It could have been Laura Unicorn or Laura 90% Angel though, so there were my two options, but they were taken. I suppose it's too late to say this, but Happy New Year, everyone! Is everyone having a good start to 2017? Does anyone have any New Year's resolutions? Because no one answered earlier. Does anyone? No one has any. That's why we're all in the pub on a Monday night, aren't we? Everyone else is like at the gym or doing something productive. I had one New Year's resolution this year, and it's really cliche, but it was to like get in shape and get healthy, because I'm not very good at that normally. And I started my New Year's resolution by buying a blender, a NutriBullet. I don't know if anyone has a blender in the room here. Yeah, again, we're all on the pub on a Monday evening. So. But I'm not very good at it, and I kind of failed at the smoothie making, but I have discovered that if you blitz a slice of pizza, it makes a great dipping sauce for another slice of pizza. Yeah, I signed up to the gym a year ago, and I thought I was doing this like amazing workout, because I was leaving the gym covered in sweat, this like, huge sweat patch down my front, so I thought I was burning off loads of calories and like being really fit and healthy. It took me a whole year, okay, after a year, someone at the gym explained to me that I was leaning over the water fountain. And I don't know what I was more mortified by, the fact that I hadn't been doing the workout I thought I had, or the fact I can't just use the water fountain. Yeah. I used to be a really, really fat kid. I don't know if anyone used to be a little chubby funster too. Yeah, a lot of people are. I used to be really fat, so getting healthy and fit kind of hits a nerve for me. And I always remember, because kids don't hold back, do they, when you're fat? Adults do. And I always remember a boy at school saying, Laura, you're built like the Titanic. But it was more like, you're built like the Titanic, because I was sat on him at the time. But they don't hold back. Boys don't hold back. Girls do. Girls like rephrase stuff. So we'd call our fat mates ugly. Or if someone was ugly, we'd be like, quirky Claire, she's so quirky. Or our slutty friend, we would just call slutty. I used to live in Germany, so I got really used to like people being quite blunt out there, the sort of German way. And I remember asking a guy out on a date, and I just asked him for a coffee. I was expecting one of two responses here. Either, yes, I'd love to go for a coffee with you, or, you know, oh, I don't really see us like that. I got the typical German response of, no, I have no thirst right now. Yeah. Dating in Germany really confused me, because the language is so harsh, right? I love you. I don't know how anyone says it out there, because I know we have accents in the UK, so we have like scouse, which sounds a little bit like you're choking on crisps, and it's scouse. Scouse. And we have Leeds, which always sounds like you've got a tummy upset. Leeds! Leeds! And we also have down south here, where when you're being really proper, you sound like you've got a pot of pillow shoved up your bottom. But still, I love you in English sounds quite nice. I love you. And like, there's other languages where it just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Je t'adore, te quiero. German, right? How anyone manages to breed out there, because it's Ich liebe dich. Absolutely confused how anyone there has families, but yeah, we're often called the snowflake generation, aren't we? I've started to hear this phrase about. Very upset by that. I was so upset I had to cry in my safe space the other day. Yeah, it's really good. We're the generation, though, it's come up a few times tonight, that use dating apps. I use dating apps myself. I do lie on my profile a bit. I put Laura, an animal in the bedroom. What they don't realise is I just mean sloth. Yeah. We lie a lot. A lot of friends always say to me, if you're going to go on a date, do something where you can show off. So if you can ice skate, go to an ice rink. If you're sporty, go for a bike ride. Now, I do a lot of editing and filming, so I'm really good with computers. Strangely enough, dates don't tend to like it when you take them on a date to PC World. It doesn't go down too well. Yeah, no, dating apps, I don't know if anyone's used dating apps. I feel like anyone who hasn't still has the idea of romance in their head, because dating apps destroy your idea of romance. I mean, and any men in the room, take note, because I have had the worst date ever off a dating app date, right? He turned up and I thought I was going to be stood up. He was really, really late. I was stood out in the cold, and I think it was probably the most romantic thing that I've ever heard. He turned up, he was quite good looking, and he apologised profusely about how he was late, and I was like, do you know what, I think I'm going to forgive him. He's good looking, he's apologised, I think he's a keeper. Oh, I was so wrong. He followed with, I'm so sorry for the delay. Have you ever done one of those shits before where you need to take a bath afterwards? There you go, there's a chat line for you. Thank you very much.